Gigs, what's up? No Twisted today. We're doing real Twisted. Hello. I gotta post this all over so that way I get the word out that we're streaming. God, it is. There's already been at least, let me count because I have Twitter spam on my Discord. December 28th is today, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, good lord, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23 tornado warnings already today. That's wild. Now let's go count our SVRs, because we're keeping track of SVR too. Oh, there's a lot more of them. Huh. You guys are always here, I love it. The fact that I even have anybody in chat makes me want to do this more. So you guys are what's keeping this channel alive right now. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't even be streaming. Right. It's been so long since I've done weather tracking with stream, so this might be an absolute disaster, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I have everything set up. I'm gonna close Corey and Brandon's stream, though I can't rebroadcast them. It's kind of sad, but it is what it is. Alright, let me get music going on that. Hopefully it's not all copyrighted, it shouldn't be. That's outside of the MTV. Oof. I was expecting me to stream yesterday. Yesterday was a marginal day though. I was thinking about it, but then I was like, yeah, I don't know. Plus, my sleep was really bugging with me yesterday, so I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna get some rest, and then we'll get into it. And the next day, when it's actually a high-risk day. Did I get rid of Omega? That should answer your question right there. Yeah, clearly I need to fix it though. Oh, good God. It's been a while since I've broadcasted weather, obviously. But yeah. Here's the key. What is that? I have so many things set up for weather that I don't even know what half of it is. Oh, that's crazy. There's chat. I'm gonna make chat smaller. Chat's too big. I don't need chat taking over 95% of the screen. Right? I'll have to catch up on chat here in a second. I've missed so many comments. You guys are fast at this. Here to me. Alright, we are tracking storm chasers as well. We got a group of 3, and then 3 up here. New tornado warning activated down south here just now as we speak, so let's look into that real quick. While we're here. Oh, you can already see it right there, buckling. Right here is coming in, and then right there it's coming out. On the velocity. Yeah, right there. Barely see it. Is this observed? No, it's radar. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say one of them has to have it. Right there. So anybody in the town of Hillcrest, Elderling, Santa Fe, Quinnswood, all in, I'm picking the state, Texas. I would definitely start cheeking shelf if you're in these towns. Near the 35, it'll probably cross the 35 here soon. It'll cross The 35 and the 6, more than likely soon heading into Abilene, Texas. That is our latest tornado warning right there. That puts us up at 24 tornado warnings today. 24. Let me pull up chat on my phone so I can actually keep up with chat for once. Because I don't have a second monitor, so I can't see chat. It's kind of sad, but we're doing with what we got. My old days music. Alright, let me catch up with chat real quick. See what you guys are up to. Live chat. Eggs and me are always here. Yep. Good to have some people in chat though. It makes me want to keep live streaming and broadcasting stuff like this. Or just keep streaming in general. Like when there's nobody in chat for some of these streams, it makes me want to not do it. Because it's better when I have somebody to be able to talk to in chat, or say on radio or whatever, while doing it. It's so much better for me. Yes, there was a huge water spout yesterday that Storm Chaser Page actually captured. And a few other people captured it as well. Never a fan of weather. I thought it was easy. I think this would be easy to learn, but yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Kello. I agree. Way back when I started doing weather, like 2010, 2013, around in there, when I started like watching weather, watching the clouds and stuff, I thought it was super easy. But it's not. The more and more I do research on it today, more and more of a challenge it is. And you have your reflectivity radar and your velocity radar. Those two are easy, very easy. But when it comes to the rest of it, it's a bit difficult. Actually, I plan to get proper training on storm chasing and weather in general soon. And I might end up going to college for meteorology. I don't know. Huge debate on that one. But we'll see. It really is complicated, yeah. Like once you get used to it and you're doing it often, like daily, then it's not bad. But for days like today, when you don't know all the information, it's more difficult. I gotta reset my goal. How many subscribers are we at? 747, right? Or 470? We have just a few days to get that. I'm probably gonna go to a college down in Oklahoma. I'm not for sure on that yet. Like my first goal is to be able to get money to get stabilized and have some sort of income and get myself an apartment. That's my first goal at the moment. I can't keep living with my folks forever. At least chat's going on my phone, but it's hard to see it. Good heavens. Yeah. So what I plan to do is something that I've already had started running, is I have a system of locations actually built up on the map. Let me get rid of some of this other stuff so it's not logging the whole radar because we're tracking so many things at once. But if you see those bases on the map, we got my base, rest stop 1, 2, 3 so far. Those are just rest stops. And if those are rest stops, imagine what else we're gonna have. Because at some point, I'll probably have like a main base in Nebraska. And maybe a main base over in Tennessee. Or somewhere in this area, I'd say. That's where it likely will be. But I plan to have 2 full bases for sure once I get my team up and running, but before I can even get my own team up and running, I gotta get myself up and running. Yeah, you can see where my current base is versus the rest stops that I haven't been to all of them, but I've been to rest stop 1 and 3 IRL. So the only place that I haven't been to is the one in Oklahoma. But outside of that, I've actually traveled via vehicle through most of those states, because I've been through quite a few states before actually. I've been to the Houston airport, I've been to Arizona many times, I've been to Denver, Colorado, Nebraska obviously, that's the base here. I've been through Iowa multiple times, I've been to North Dakota, South Dakota, Illinois. Every state that I circle, I've been through before. Every single state that I circle, I've been through. I've at least driven through it, or have gone through it before in some sort of way. I can't circle California, but California's on the list too. I almost forgot about these 2 up here. That's how many states I've been to so far. And not even for storm chasing, that's just for like basic travel or vacations or something. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 states that I've been through. Not bad. Yeah, they're coming up from the Gulf this time around. Pretty common for most of it. Dots on the map. So every single dot on the map that you see, like all of these over here, we'll go with this one for an example in Kentucky. These are Radar Mega stations for Radar Mega. So they're tracking data for the weather, so like temperature, dew point, humidity, wind, etc. They have the camera set up for it for some of them. That's what every single one of these are on the map. Every single one of these is a different camera. Like this one is a 911 dispatch sensor, I guess, in Tennessee. Coming down more towards our actual weather, Louisiana. Nice movement in the clouds there. Yeah, all of these cameras are by Radar Mega. This is actually pretty close to the tornado warning right here. But that's what every single one of those cameras are. Or every single one of those dots are. Some of them have different pictures, others have whatever pictures they provide. And then we also have our actual storm chasers that are down here. These ones will move quite often, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 right there. 6 storm chasers on the ground moving. We have Vince Walty, Noah. I don't really know these 2, but we have Vince, Connor, Corey, and Brandon Kopic, who are storm chasing down in Louisiana. I did check in with those guys. I don't have their radio, but I did watch and peek on their stream a little bit. It sounds like Corey, Connor, and Brandon are watching this cell out of the Gulf right here, and they're watching that move up north, kind of northeast. Looks like Vince is kind of trying to figure out where he wants to go, but I know these 2 are watching this band over here in the west that is heading northeast. And depending on if this cell here for Brandon and Connor and Corey, if this cell doesn't work, then they just head back up to 55 and they catch this cell over here. But we got 2 main cells, and then of course we have all of our little spitters. So we'll see how it works. Tornado warning right here. It looks to be an extension. Make sure on it real quick. Quarter-size hail hazard, tornado radar indication, debris, yada yada. So anybody in Tyler County or Hardin County in southeastern Texas needs to take shelter. There's a new tornado warning that's going to be there for 15 minutes or 25 minutes. I think we only have 3 tornado warnings active, and they're all in Texas right now. All right in here. What I'm particularly wanting to watch is this cell back in here. We have about 3 cells splitting off from each other. And that's the area that I'm kind of watching. Then again, I'm all over the place because I'm only tracking from home. If I was on the ground, I would likely be in Texas anyway, tracking weather. But since I'm not there, I don't have my vehicle, we're just there. Looks like our team member Galactic Weather is now live streaming as well, so we're gonna pop in and see what he's up to. I gotta pause the music so that I can hear his stream. Looks like he's mobile streaming, so he might be at work. Florida's been through 6 hurricanes. Yeah, that's expected for Florida. You'd think Florida would be prepared by now, right? But they're not. Every single one is not prepared. I mean, those category 4s, yeah, that's self-explanatory, but for the rest of them, you think Florida would be prepared for weather like this, or strong hurricanes. So my friend who is streaming on TikTok right now, I'll actually yeet his link out so y'all can check him out. But he is streaming. I don't know exactly what his plans are for streaming today, but he is broadcasting weather right now on TikTok. But he is also actually in Alabama, so he'll be in this mess. Looks like he's looking in Alvaline right now, exactly where we were just tracking that one tornado. Right here. But he is down in Alabama, so he'll get hit by some of this weather eventually. Let me go back to the stream chat so I can see what's going on. Yeah, damage is pretty bad in some areas. What is the most difficult part of learning weather for you? Also, what is the easiest part? That's a good question, actually. I'd say the easiest part is the relative reflectivity and the velocity. That is probably the easiest part to really learn. And also knowing what warning is what, and the scale of how heavy the rain is versus how light it is. I think that part is probably the easiest. I mean, everybody should know how to do that, including people that play like Twisted Beta. It's just pretty easy to know some of that stuff. Whereas like here, I know that we have, just looking at this shot right here, I can tell you we have not just 1, 2, but like 4 or 5 hail cores, 6 right there, possibly 7. All of those white circles are hail cores, where severe hail is. I don't know how big the hail is, but at least from this one, it's reporting 1-inch hail. Another hail core right there, actually, with that tornado. So yeah, maybe 2 inches worth of hail. That's possible in those areas, but it's pretty easy tracking what's rain versus hail versus light rain. And then when you go to velocity, it's pretty easy to see where the rotations are depending on what type of velocity you're looking at. Yeah, these are like right next to radar, so it's hard to see for these ones. There we go, now we can see them better. It's right on the border too, so it's not really helpful in a way, but there is still 2 bits of rotation there. The hardest thing though, I would say, is trying to predict it ahead of time, which I've learned how to do without any training at all, which is basically all I would need for storm chasing and meteorology. But the way that I do it is going to NWS on their sites and tracking it from there. I mean, I can also do it from here on this. We'll do it real quick. We'll try to track up ahead. We'll look ahead real quick. I gotta pull up all the information that I would need for it. Okay, I think I have everything. The outlooks wouldn't mean anything. I think that is just about everything that I would need. Tornado watch for where? It's probably all of that, honestly. So yeah, Radar Omega doesn't give a good, like the best idea of tracking ahead, but they do have a decent idea of it. So this is one of the lower ones, so it'll be like up to 48 hours ahead from now. But tracking this, you can see, oh, this isn't an updated one. Let me go to an updated one. There we go. You can see the low point coming in from the Gulf right here, heading into Texas, and then another low point and high point from Missouri, Oklahoma, combining into Texas. Because Texas is where the hot zone is going to be, and it's going to all move east, northeast, into Kentucky, Alabama. Yeah, that's pretty much where it goes, both into Kentucky and Alabama. So that's what it's looking like ahead. I was kind of hoping these other patterns would merge with it, but it's not. So let me see if I can't find something on NWS that I can show. That hopefully won't give me a copyright. One way to find out for that. We'll head back down here. Let me turn on my alerts again. How long are the risks going to last for? So for the risk, like day 1, day 2, that stuff really varies because the National Weather Service can update it at any time they want. Like for this, they've actually already expanded it into Oklahoma right here. You can see that little bend that they've expanded, because beforehand it was just a straight shot. And it looks like they pushed it backwards into Texas a little bit too, right there. So they could really change it at any time for the risk. But it's better to look at day 1, day 2 risk versus seeing what they have. Because if we look at day 2 tomorrow, most of this weather that's already here, like if we go into the furthest cell that's over here in the west of Texas, that's right here in College, Stanton, and Dallas. So by the time we get to tomorrow, with the speed that this whole weather system has, it'll likely be on the edge of Alabama right in here. This edge of the storm will likely be there by tomorrow. That's across 3 states pretty quick. Twisted Beta has been in beta for since 2020. This Twisted's been around since 2020 and it's never gotten any better. Looks like Galactic's tracking on Radar Omega right now too. Looks like he's AFK though. Oh, notification on Discord for me. I'm ironically in my radio channel, so if any of my other team members were on or wanting to track, they could. But yeah, I would say most of this cell, most of these storms will be over in the East Coast. Just looking at it, this is pretty much what it is right here. We got our first major cell there, and then a second cell splitting off. I'm not going to count the little splitters. So we have 3 major cells right there. Most of that will either be in the water or it'll expand into this area here. That's where I would say it'll end up. Somewhere in this. Somewhere around. The gray dots? Like the dots with the pictures on them? Are you talking about like this kind of gray or these? These little picture things. Chat's been quiet. Only 2 people, but that's alright. If anybody has questions, they're always welcome to ask or welcome to say something. It sounds like Galactic is pushing a shopping cart. The gray dots disappeared, huh? Interesting. I don't know then. Because I know the cameras with those can be confusing at times. All of those. But I don't think there's any like gray dots itself. I don't know. Let's see if I can pull up NWS for the next day. Track it ahead. Conventional Outlook. Because most of the time it's legit just the day 1, day 2, day 3 outlook that most of us look at. But if we try and go a little bit deeper here, I can get some of that other info. Possibly. Forecast outlooks, there we go. Yeah, because there's all kinds of data that the National Weather Service provides and NOAA provides for tracking weather. But most of it I still have to learn, sadly. But yeah, most of it's just looking at like day 1, day 2 to kind of predict it. Trying to find like one more thing that could be useful. think there's over 30 trackers in Alabama right now. Or Atlanta. Storms ever in the US today? Yeah. We got snow in the west with rain. And then we got regular weather here in the kind of central to east. But that's a look at the whole map. We have all of our snow up in here. And then our regular weather down in here. Let me see if I can't get the whole map. There we go. We got some snow up in here too. And our winter alerts all through here. That's all of our winter alerts. Looks like Brandon and Corey went south more towards this special weather statement, because this special weather statement was reporting a possible funnel. I don't know why they would put it as a special weather statement, but yeah. Impact of the funnel briefly touches down, minor damage to outdoor objects is possible. Like, why not put a tornado warning for a funnel? It's a little odd. I haven't personally been in a hailstorm, like storm chasing it. I have been in severe thunderstorm warnings though, with up to 80-mile-per-hour winds, which was pretty crazy. Lots of damage to siding. We've had roof damage before, and major trees come down before. I think I have pictures of it actually. Let me see if I can't pull those up. I know I have a bunch of other pictures that I can show, so why not? I'll put some of those on the screen while I'm looking for these. I think these pictures that are up on screen now are pictures from when I was first storm chasing. Yeah, because I think there's only 3 pictures if I'm correct. Need tornado warning. Yeah. I wish I had the ability to be able to chase out there, but I just sadly don't have the funding to do it, or income. Like, if I was already out there with a vehicle, I could possibly already be chasing. There's some damage from the April. I'm gonna try and find anything from the windstorm though. That's what I'm trying to find. Anything from the windstorm. Anything at all at this point. I don't think I have anything from the windstorm. That's kind of a shame. Got a few more pictures loading up here. I might have something, I don't know. I know I have a few videos of it, but... I'd say it's safe to say his stream just ended. That's alright. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend hailstorms though. I mean, unless you have specific glass for like your windshield and windows, then it's possible to go through it, but even I won't take that risk. Even I don't think it's worth it. Okay, I do have some pictures. Here we go. Put them up on the screen. I only have 2 pictures from that storm. Which is a wee bit of a shame, but the past few months since August have been really, really rough. So I definitely have less pictures compared to when I was taking them before. But yeah, all I can do is move forward from those few months that have been rough. Yeah, all I got is 2 pictures. That. Put them up on screen real quick. Podcast. Hopefully that shows everything, right? Yeah, y'all can see everything? Yeah, I think so. That's what happened during that severe thunderstorm that I had with 70 to 80 miles per hour wind. That was some crazy stuff. I would do a cover, but that would be a lot more work putting it on the vehicle itself. So I'd rather just get like the weatherproof or bulletproof glass for the windows. Kind of like how the Dominator has it. Bulletproof glass for the headlights, the brake lights, the rest of the windows, both side and front. That would be better than putting a mount on top of the vehicle. It would cost more, yeah, but it would be better in the long run. Go back to the weather here. Where did that new tornado warning go? Oh, it's just an extension down south here in Alva Lane. Well, that's probably because he was speeding. That's why the Dominator didn't survive the deer. But, I don't know. I don't keep track of Team Dominator. Nor do I keep track of Team Tiv. Some of the worst to be watching, honestly, because it's just pure chaos. Alright, refreshing all these chasers to peek in at what they're doing. Connor is not live. New tornado warning. Freddy is not live. Paige is live now. Vince is not live. Brandon's live. Corey is live. And PA Storm Trackers are live. So we got maybe 4 people. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 people that are live right now, chasing weather on the ground. I mean, not just the trespassing that's rough to be watching, but the way that they do almost anything is rough to be watching for those teams. Because they're very, very reckless with it. I need to go through a lot of my pictures because I have so many pictures. A little bit crazy. All backed up on my computer. Not on my computer, but on my hard drive. Thankfully it's backed up on my hard drive, not my computer. But I still need to get a laptop so that I can start possibly streaming in the car. But then again, I need to learn the broadcasting camera so that I can get it set up. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up right there, Kilo. That sums it up for both teams right there. Team Dominator is pure chaos. You don't know what's happening half the time, and then you don't even have the original owner of the channel talking half the time. It's someone else that's in a studio warehouse. And then Team Tiv is just, they don't even use the vehicle properly anymore. They don't. But it is what it is. Everyone has their own style of chasing. I've lost count of how many tornadoes warnings we have, but it is what it is. We're well past 20. That's all I know. Two active warnings right now. Both brand new warnings too. Yeah, that cell for Brandon and Corey aimed off. So they gotta push north and catch this cell to the west. The channel for the other people that I'm watching at least. I am watching PA. That is one of the teams. We have Corey. Three dots are back. Oh, those dots. These. So you're talking about this, like, right here. Right there, right? If that's what you're talking about, that's just a radar. That is just a radar station. Brandon Kopic. Who else do we have that's live right now? Storm Chaser Page. Yeah, those are just radars. All good. I don't think anybody else is live streaming, so yeah. PA Storm Trackers, Corey Gherkin, Brandon Kopic, and Tornado Page. That's all that's live streaming right now that I'm somewhat watching, but I can't show any of their stuff. Nor listen to them. So anything with a logo, like these here, those are Storm Chasers right here. So those are Storm Chasers. These are radars right here. Radars in red. Quite a few of them, honestly. But then again, you know, there has to be quite a few radars to cover the whole place, the whole United States. So those are all radars in red. Everything else in green. I'm about to start circling right there. Here, these. Quite a few of these actually. There's another one down there hiding from me. Here's another one. Those are cyclone ports. Cyclone ports are basically a weather station that somebody purchased from Radar Omega that they have down on the ground tracking weather data. So the white circles are storm chasers on the ground moving, chasing weather. The red circles are radar stations from the National Weather Service tracking weather. And the green circles are Radar Omega weather stations that people can purchase and set up at their home, their work, their business, you name it, and they can have it there tracking weather for them. Like a few of these, I'm pretty sure that's a police station there. Most of these are police or fire stations. This is a fire station right here in Mississippi in the north. But yeah, there is quite a few of them. Some of them are high schools even. Yeah, they basically rent a radar or they buy a radar. Twitter is going off on me right now. So much going on. But yeah, that's what all those are. Let's look in. I'm not too worried about the severe thunderstorm warnings because those, 60-mile-per-hour wind, 1-inch hail. It's not a whole lot of damage, but it is possible to do some damage, just hail damage to vehicles, wind damage to roofing, siding, and trees. Not a whole lot else to that. That's what most severe thunderstorm warnings are. The stuff that we're more worried about are these tornado warnings here. But speaking of, we have one hitting radar in a major town of is that Dixon? Yeah, Dixon. League City down here in Texas, just south of Houston. What's the purpose of buying one of the ports? We'll actually pull this one up here just to give it a little peek at it. This is a police station in Texas City, Texas. The point of it is to track your outdoor temperature, your humidity, your dew point, and wind direction and speed. So 13 miles per hour, southeast direction. Your pressure, 1003.90 millibars. Sea level pressure. Rainfall, precipitation. Last 7 days they've had 1.8 inches of rainfall. A lot of information that they can collect on this, and they can use this information not only for the police department to know the temperature or the wind direction, but also for Radar Omega to be able to put that back in the system and reproduce it for National Weather Service to track more weather. And you can see how many of those they have out here. At least 20 plus of them. Yeah, get rid of all this stuff real quick. There we go. Turn off that real quick. Every single one of those dots right there on the map is a radar port that Radar Omega is hosting. There is so many of them in this area right here. Ryan Hall has one right here in Kentucky too. Every single one of those dots though is a Radar Omega cyclone port that's tracking weather data. Hi Hayden, welcome man. You're missing the outbreak of the winter though. So you'll catch up. Lots of stuff going on. I plan to get a cyclone port, not only for my base, wherever that may end up, whether it's in Nebraska or a different state, but I plan to buy one for my personal base, and then I also plan to have some kind of setup for the vehicle, like what Brandon, Corey, Connor, and Vince have. Actually, Vince is now up and running, cool. He's running his Explorer, but it'll basically be like that. I did email Radar Omega a few months back to see if they had any positions open as a storm chaser. They said not at the moment, but they will reach out to me if there is something possible. So at some point I could even end up working for Radar Omega, which is pretty cool. The only issue is I wouldn't have a vehicle to be storm chasing, but that's the step that I'm currently working on, or one of the steps. Still 2 active tornado warnings. We now have a special marine statement down here as well, with this water going to be, it's going to be a water funnel here in a minute. Basically right over radar in League City. So many major or small towns in this area. A lot of residential you can see just on the radar right there. Neighborhood here, shopping area right here. So much. Got a golf club right here. More residential in this whole area. A lot that this tornado could be hitting right now. So hopefully everybody in League City, Dixon, Texas, all of these areas in this red box or red polygon, hopefully everybody is taking shelter there. You can see it rotating right in here. Started right there, and now it's pushed up to here. That's its tracking path so far. I missed that. My phone blocks like half of the message, so it's crazy. I need another monitor so I can actually read chat. So if you get a position in Radar Omega, once you meet, you get situated, are you gonna leave and make your company, or? So I still intend on doing my company regardless, because whether I'm with Radar Omega or not, I can technically do it. Because storm chasing, weather tracking, all that is on your personal time. Because the weather is 24/7 all year round. So it's almost impossible to not have weather or not be doing something. It just, depends on which state you're in. I will likely play Twisted here probably after this stream. I know I'll be on Discord playing Twisted at least. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it today though. We'll find out. But yeah, even if I join, say, Radar Omega, Fox Weather, or some news channel for storm chasing, I still plan on doing my own company for chasers, because I want to give rookies the chance to storm chase, like the younger generation, or people that are of age to be able to, drive a vehicle and stuff, to be able to chase. I want to give people that chance to be able to do that. They don't have the vehicle, or say they don't have the money to be able to afford the equipment. I want to be able to give them that chance to do it, because I know sure as hell I'm not getting that chance. I might. It depends on how this stream ends, really. But yeah, even if I'm doing Radar Omega, it depends on how they say I join Fox Weather or Radar Omega. It depends on how they want me to run stuff as well. Because I know for Fox Weather I have to do certain tracking, certain skits, and talk with them on the TV broadcasting, but it really varies after that. So far, looking at Discord, I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4 people in the team so far. At least one confirmed that's actually on the roster that's looking to get training. But sadly, right now, at this very minute, I can't do much with helping others train or helping them become a storm chaser, because even I have to learn it myself. So once I get the NWS training and all that stuff, then my own vehicle, and start chasing, then and only then I can finally start building the team. Pressure turned the stone into a pearl. Lessons that I learned weren't always thorough. Sugar coated like a churl. Now I'm really on my own. Exclamation Discord, it should work. Give me, my bot is still running. I misspelled it so bad. It popped off in a second though. There it is. That's the Discord link right there. I'm just running everything out of my main Discord. I'm tired of splitting Discords and going to multiple Discord servers, so I'm just running everything out of my personal Discord server at this point. Over the past few years, I've been so busy doing stuff for others or managing other people's Discord servers and stuff that I'm to the point where I'm tired of it and I'm gonna run my own stuff for once. I need to stabilize and, help myself be happy and all that before I can do others at this rate. Yes, sir. Always a matter of time, sadly. I can't tell if Brandon and Corey are heading back north. Very possible though. It looks like Brad is over there. Nathan is there. I'm surprised nobody's putting up north for these cells up in here. But then again, I don't know fully what's going on as a rookie weather tracker, so every once in a while you peek in and see what they're all up to. Looks like there's an accident where Corey and Brandon are. Actually, no, Brandon's on a move. No, this is a... Oh, yeah. Looks like heavy traffic for them. Interesting. I don't think Vince is alive yet. He starts at 3 in 2 hours. Yeah, Vince and Connor start later in the day, but outside of that, most of them are still running. I don't blame ya. Radar Omega is probably one of the better ways to track weather, in my opinion, outside of Radar Scope. Radar Scope is another good one. I've used that in the past, and it wasn't bad. Let's see how far this is spreading. I don't think it's spread as further east as they thought it would. Yeah, looks like Brandon and Corey are heading back north. Yeah, they're heading back north, so it looks like they're trying to split this western cell. Here, they're gonna probably meet it up in Mississippi. Or they might end up heading west to it. Not for sure. But then you also have these little smaller cells, these small spitters that are also coming out right in there. So. Yeah, it's a moderate risk today. It's no longer enhanced, it's a moderate risk. Moderate risk, and it's a significant severe for tornado. 15% chance with a significant severe, which basically means a 100% chance of tornadoes. In my opinion, anything above 5% tornado wise is basically a guarantee there's going to be some type of tornado action. Happening. We are tracking weather through multiple states and kind of the eastern or central United States. We have a few, just 2 tornado warnings active right now, but tracking a bunch of heavy damaging winds and heavy hail storm bands heading northeast. There's usually more than 2 to 3 cells, but it's almost impossible to tell how many there are. Ooh, new Discord member, cool. And they got verified off the bat. Bonus. Less work for me. But yeah, if any of you in stream have a town or area that you want to be tracked specific, do feel free to let me know and I can possibly track it. Oh yeah, it's perfect. We did have some rain earlier where we are in Nebraska, but not much. Most of it dissipated. New severe thunderstorm warning for New Orleans. 50-mile-per-hour wind gust, up to 1-inch hail that will expire in 41 minutes. It is for Central St. John the Baptist, southeastern Louisiana, northwestern St. Charles Church, and southeastern Louisiana, and north central. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. I'm so sorry, but in southeastern Louisiana. Radar indicated possible hail to vehicles and wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. About your normal for an average severe thunderstorm warning right there, but still hail damage to vehicles and damage to roof sighting and trees is pretty significant. We saw those 2 pictures earlier of what it could be. Hopefully it's not that bad. The special weather statement though, I'm pretty sure said something about a funnel. I don't know what NWS was thinking on that one, but that should be tornado warning if it is a funnel. But we'll see what that comes out to be later on. Every yellow box though that's on there is a severe thunderstorm warning. Kind of a big one right there. But every yellow box is a severe thunderstorm warning. We have 7 severe thunderstorm warnings currently out. So hopefully it gets a little tamer as the day goes. Most of the weather in the east and down in this area is kind of I don't want to say dissipating a little bit, but not much, because most of it is starting to extend up here in the northern area, kind of where I expected it to extend. But as we looked ahead earlier, we saw how it was looking earlier. This is about 70% reflected now. To the reflectivity. So this is what it looks like ahead. If it'll load, there we go. So this is what it looks like coming up ahead, where it's heading. Looks like tomorrow could be another major outbreak day, honestly. But yeah, that's what it looks like, what they have so far for data. Got to go. Alright, see you later. Thanks for stopping by. We'll keep tracking what we have for these tornado warning. Actually, I think it's just down to 1 tornado warning. Nope, still 2. The other one's hiding down here. Better look at this one real quick. Oh yeah, significant rotation right there. So that is likely a tornado on the ground. It's about to go over water. Could be over water now, actually. Right there, over water. For people that are part of the storm chasing team, they're allowed to join VC, but I'll probably, we're already 1 hour in, so I'll probably bump to one of the other voice chats here soon, so that way everybody can join. Because most of this, I mean, it says marginal risk, but it's looking to be, I want to say, a slight risk. It pass over water. It doesn't normally kill it. It also depends on how the updraft acts with the tornado. Like the updraft can destabilize with the wind off the water, but it also could strengthen it off the water. So it varies. Big squid logs, 20 logs. Yeah. Like these might end up expiring. This one's observed now, so somebody's officially seen this tornado down in League City. Supposedly crossing the water down in Texas as well. And it's been warned to a special marine statement too, because of how heavy the rain is right here over the water under this band here. Hopefully it's not too severe, but could even expect some high water coming back up on the shore. Peek at some of these other cells, because I think all these storm chasers are missing like all the good stuff. They're all Louisiana, Mississippi. Yeah, all the tornado warnings so far have been down in Texas. Almost all of them. Special marine warning. So a special marine warning, we'll look into it a little bit here. The hazards are water spouts and gusts up to nearly 50 knots and small hail. Water spouts is basically, you know, miniature tornado, less damaging tornadoes, basically. It's water being thrown around. We're back on the now, cool. And then the gust of wind up to 50 knots, that's some severe wind right there, honestly. Not too windy. Let me double check my math on that, because I don't remember knots to miles per hour. That's at 57 miles per hour. So yeah, that's not that bad, but it still could lead to damaging, something being damaged at 50. I think we have four special marine statements, and on top of that, the outlook just got changed. Well, of course it did, because most of the weather is now way eastern Texas, or all the way in Alabama. So that little curve that we saw in Oklahoma now is closed in. It was in Waco, Texas right there too, but that's been dipped in. And most of Texas is almost out of the danger zone, thankfully. Ironically, so far, it's predicted this correctly, with the Texas area being more dangerous and severe than the actual severe zone itself. So, I don't think the thunderstorms sort of produce tornadoes like Twisted Beta does, but they still are going to produce up to 60 miles per hour wind and 1-inch hail that can do damage to homes, cars. It can take siding off of homes. So that stuff can still do some damage, the severe thunderstorm warnings. Just not as bad damage as tornadoes. Moderate risk day. I'm kind of surprised, but it's only 2 p.m. Central Standard Time right now, down in Texas as well, 2 p.m. So still a long day to go yet. Still a very long day. This is the part where there's not a whole lot going on, where I start to get bored of weather tracking, because most of it is either severe thunderstorm warnings and it's all moving slow again, or it's tornado warnings that have been up for like 20 minutes. Yeah, 1 minute and this expires. 1 minute and that one expires. So that means both of those tornadoes have possibly lifted or dissipated completely. Which is good, it means no more homes are going to be damaged. Still see major rotation in this one right here though. One that is up north. Get a better radar view of it. I mean, it's a jumbled mess right there. That is a jumbled mess of possible rotation, but I think it's dissipating. Yeah, they just let that warning expire right there. For both of them, actually, it just expired. And And the radar just updated down south for this one in Baytown now too, and the rotation's dissipated, so both of those tornadoes are off the ground at least, no longer rotating. That is good news. Yeah, looks like most of this is gonna be like super heavy rain up in these parts here, and then some heavier hail down in these lower sections. No tornado warning active though, so that's always good news. 5 severe thunderstorm warnings though. I would put on some of my actual weather tracking stuff. I don't think any of it is working at the moment. Actually, I wouldn't even have anybody to change it for me, so let me see if any of it even works. First I gotta find it. Yay. So I don't think I can turn that stuff on. Oh well. Tornadoes over the past 48 hours. It looks like we're gonna have a lot more. Yeah. 19 tornadoes reported over the past 48 hours. 19. And speaking of, I had a feeling that one would start popping off. Do we have anything on his screen? Speaking of. Hard to tell. Watch it for that long anymore. Get out of here. There we go. A little closer on this. Yeah, there is rotation right there. Not much, but very little. It's probably radar indicated, yeah. Radar indicated. Let's see what towns that we got here that should be alerted about this. Barrow Crossing, Paxton, New Morner, Jordan Hill, Colgrade, Murray Junction, Curry, all parts of Louisiana. 1.75 inches of hail, so that's some pretty big hail. Golf ball sized hail right there. Tornado warning is expected to last about 42 minutes. That's a long one. Those severe thunderstorm warnings are starting to expire further back, though. We're down to 5. That's a good thing. Hopefully this season, though, is tornado season comes around here in February, I think it is. Either February or the month after it'll be here. Hopefully we'll get a chance to get out there and chase ourselves, assuming I get the one piece of equipment that I need at the moment, which is a phone mount, or a mount for my phone. And I can actually broadcast it instead of having it in my cup holder. Yeah. It more than likely might produce something. I mean, it's definitely going to produce a funnel regardless, but unless we're there, it's hard for us to tell. I mean, it looks like the rotation is even dissipating a bit. So it could just be rotation indicated for a brief moment. There is a better look at it right there. But I don't think this one's gonna really form into something great. Looking at all the velocity radars, it's not really forming anything. It could just be debris that was picked up by wind as well. There we go. Differential right there. There is definitely something there, but I don't think it's touching the ground just quite yet. Looks like a twisted beta hook and twisted beta storm if I was to say. Kind of. Has a backwards hook to it actually. Outside of that is pretty much a twisted beta storm right there. Just one of those cells. Speaking of cells, let's get a look at how many different cells we actually have active right now, because I know we have quite a few. Let's see if I can find that. And we have lightning, we have tornadoes too that we can report, so we'll look at that. Look at just today, tornado-wise. Probably isn't any crazy reported at the moment, but there will be as time goes. I'm not finding my thing that I need. That's a shame. Got water stuff here that we can track. Nothing officially reported over the past hour yet for tornadoes. Oh, past 24 hours. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tornadoes reported by Radar Omega. So that red zone is where the tornado zone is likely to be. Yeah, it seems pretty accurate though. Keep that one on. Instead, I can't find the other thing that I'm looking that counts every cell. Eventually I'll find it when I'm not worried about it, which is funny. Buoys too that we can track, but nothing's over water yet. Water network and outages. I'm sure there's some power outages in there somewhere though. That's weird that I can't find that. Actually, it's probably up in here. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So from the looks of it, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 9 major cells just on this one radar. That is crazy. That is a lot of cells. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That is quite a few. We're at that one active tornado warning though. Radar indicated it will be there for another 30 minutes. Seems like chat has started to die too. It's alright. Peeking with these guys.
Yeah, I've been running and running to keep it 100. It's all that I wanted, but lately
moved at all?
The higher the summit, the harder the
He is
plummet.
moving. Doesn't seem like he's doing much though.
I can't understand it. Proud that I win and I did it myself. Probably
I don't know what he's tracking.
Hearing subliminals all on myself. Feel like I'm breaking, I'm falling to hell. Told me I'm sick and I tell her, oh well. Rather be dead than to know that I failed. Live for the chase.
Right in the middle of it though. He's probably under this tornado. Or you've seen it, I don't know. Wouldn't mind sitting here just watching that, but no worries. Looks like these guys are just trying to move up north from here. Up on Mississippi to catch all of that. Yeah, because it's all moving northeast. Well, at least it's kind of calmed down a little bit again. Yeah, I say that and that happens, yep. Tornado warning for Jasper, Texas, and Newton, Texas. Almost on the border of Louisiana. If there's any other major small towns in here. Magnolia Springs, Mountain Union, Friendship, Ragnarville, Xenon Hill, Houston, Holly Springs, Huff Creek, Jamestown, Cookson, Liberty, Thursview, Harrisburg, Indian Hills. All these towns that are being shown in this red box are now in a tornado warning. For anybody in those towns, I suggest taking shelter before this rotation right here of a possible tornado on the ground comes up northeast. See if it's better on any other. Yeah, right there. Saw it rotate right there. Definitely a tornado on the move. Don't know if it's on the ground completely or not, but radar source indicated a tornado is in the area. Newton and Jasper, Texas. I don't know what counties those would be in Newton County and East Central Jasper County. tornado. I love that. Simple as that. Hazard is the tornado. Possible tornado on the ground there. And we've been in Jasper, Texas. Roganville too. I was in here somewhere. Quite a few small towns in this tornado warning. There's Roganville. It's at least in Mongolia Springs right now. Probably gonna cross the 252 here soon. Yeah, I can do that. I'll probably end up doing NWS and Twisted anyway, because the rest of Twisted is kind of more new tornado warning. Actually, yeah, new tornado warning and SPR warning. So this one recycled over the water, so we have a water spout down south. On it. Oh yeah, major rotation. Beach City, Texas. Beach City, Baytown. What other towns do we have in here? This is East Chambers County in southeastern Texas, so anybody in that county needs to take shelter. There's a possible tornado forming over the water down there. City just start putting tornado watch. Yep. How it works sometimes, sadly. Major rotation in this one though. Let's stay on the velocity here and we'll just peek around at some of these cells. See if we can spot anything of interest. This one doesn't even look like it's rotating anymore. Velocity. Yeah, not even on the base velocity. Storm relative velocity shows it though, so yeah. You always gotta check your other points of radar. Three active tornado warnings yet again. All of them in pretty much the area that I've been tracking for most of this day, that I've been predicting that we would get more severe stuff. I may not be officially trained or great with weather tracking or storm chasing, but so far I've predicted most of it correct, so I don't know what gives. Yeah, back part of these storms have more activity than the moderate risk itself. That is very true. And that's what happens most of the time. You have these storms that are up front and they just get eaten away by the newer storms that end up forming behind them in the south. Southwest in this case, because everything's more moving northeast. If I had to guess, we'll probably get more expanded. I don't want to say near Shiverport, but it's possible. I don't think it's going to expand this far north. I think this is gonna be our line, like right there. And everything south of that is our zone. I think this is also... Yeah, I don't know, because... Get the whole radar out real quick to see all of it. Point Texas? Yeah, I can check that. Texas. That is in the warning, very, very close to the tornado, actually. Holy. Velocity relative from relative velocity. Taking a minute to load. Why is my radar not going down here? There we go. Yeah, the rotation is not even not even 5 miles off of Smith Point, Texas, right there. Not even 5 miles off. Major formation right here, though. Kind of a backwards rotation, too. Oh, I can see it bending in right there, though. Yeah. It's going right there. Another NATO warning? I don't think there's a new one. Only 3 at the moment. One is almost completely dissipated. Up north here. We got Storm Chaser Brad on it though. Yeah, it's kind of dissipated, but the radar is just out of reach of radar now, kind of. Still something going on right in there, but I'm not completely sure if it's a tornado or not. This warning has been up for roughly 20 minutes, so it could be past expired by now. Back down to Newton, Jasper, Texas. Velocity isn't showing anything there, but the storm relative velocity does have something of interest right there. Doesn't look like rotation anymore though, but sometimes these tornadoes is form rotation in the sky and then they kind of put a little funnel down and then they dissipate after that. That's what it looks like some of these are doing. Back down south on the Baytown. Baytown is definitely a tornado on the ground though. You can see debris ball is coming out of it. And a debris path as well coming out of it. So this is definitely a tornado on the ground. Without a doubt that is on the ground there. I don't think any of these were extended yet. Yeah, because most of these will last 35 minutes. This one's 35 minutes. That will last. This one's 35 minutes. And this one's another 20 minutes. So nothing's extended yet, but it is very possible that at least the one in midpoint here, Oak Island, Double Bayou, this one could get extended with how well formation it is, how well formed it is. But these other ones, I think they're gonna expire out. All good. Yeah, whenever there's a new tornado warning or one gets extended, Radar Omega plays a sound, like a siren sound, so we'll hear it, assuming it works correctly. But we should be able to hear a sound that it plays when a new tornado warning comes out. Radar Omega is going to the correct audio system real quick, just to make sure of that. Even when we get a new radar sweep, a new scan, it should show. It'll play a sound. There we go, it just played it. Sounded like a little whoosh thing. You guys should have heard that. Oh boy, Galactic servers becoming active for Twisted Beta again. He might be live streaming Twisted Beta today. I'm not sure though. He was live streaming earlier. But I don't think he was any longer streaming. Yeah, 22 minutes. Short stream for him. And we are still cooking over here. That is a good question, and I don't fully know the answer to that actually. But each radar station, which is the magical gray dots that you've been talking about most of the day, they turn out like that, and then they turn green when I activate it. Those radars are scanning, I don't know how many times per second in the area. We see this, let me get rid of the outlook so that we can see it better. We can see this like kind of grayed out line right here, making a circle around the radar. In that area, the radar is tracking that more specific and in depth. But I'm not quite too sure how they confirm whether it's a tornado indicated by radar versus not. But even the severe thunderstorm winds are indicated by radar. Oh, so like these two radars. So these two radars here that are orange, yellow in color, they are ran by either a community college or a select station. So they're not fully ran by the National Weather Service, but they also are. So it's like a miniature airport is there or a community college is there running it. Like this one up here in Monroe, Louisiana, is purple, and actually shows right here, this data is older than 30 minutes, this is likely because the tower is offline, message from operator, no message. So that means that station that has the radar system to track weather is likely offline. Yeah. So not all of these stations are official National Weather Service stations, but they're shared stations to National Weather Service. Some of them are community colleges, some of them are airports. It just varies. Anything that's a grayed out dot, like you were mentioning, like this one here, ironically at an airport, but that's official National Weather Service. And the green dot here, that's the active radar that I'm scanning from. Anything from this radar is picking it up for miles. About 280 miles away from its main port. Yeah, roughly 280 miles away. That's how far it can scan, I guess. Part of that's correct. Radar indication, what radar indication kind of does in a way, We'll go with this one as a better example because it has better formation for the most part. A little scrappy formation, but yeah, right there. You can see the difference in color. Like normally the red and green, I don't remember exactly what they mean off the top of my head, but they have a meaning for like inflow and outflow, if I'm not mistaken. And then they both rotate into each other, curving. But sometimes it picks up debris balls like this one right here. That's a major debris ball. So that's debris being picked up, so it could be like a chair being picked up, for an example, or part of a house being picked up, for example, and it turns into this big blob on radar. And sometimes that's what radar source indicates, is that big blob being picked up. These radars are also scanning in the air, so they can pick up the rotation of the clouds in the air. Because if we look at the satellite, the clouds here, not really the best formation right there. You can find a better formation of the clouds here. These clouds go up for miles upon miles into the sky. Yeah, you can see right there, kind of the clouds are deformed right in there. You can see the standard flatter clouds where it's more level versus the more rocky clouds where it's more severe areas. Yeah, it could even be wood being picked up or trees being picked up. That one warning has expired up north. That leaves Jasper and Newton, 28 minutes on that. And that leaves this now observed tornado down south with 28 minutes. This one's officially being observed by what we can only assume is a National Weather Service storm chaser, and that is confirmed there is a storm chaser on the ground there. Jason Cooley is on the scene for this tornado. He is the only one in the area for that too. This has been now confirmed by a official trained sky-warned spotter verified through the National Weather Service. As it continues till 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. But with how well formed it is, they'll likely reinitiate the warning here shortly or extend it. Yeah, 27 minutes and that warning will expire. But you can see it's still rotating pretty heavily in there. Starting to lose its formation though. It's no longer a full formation, but you can kind of see it up in here and then some blobs down in there. Right there is what they're probably looking at. Yeah, it looks like it's still there for the most part. Why did Corey pull over? I don't know. I haven't been watching their stuff for a while, so I don't know what Corey and the rest of them are doing. I know Brandon was pulled over for a while too. Corey was probably waiting on Brandon because Brandon was pulled over for a while. New severe thunderstorm warning for Manny, Louisiana. Just activated. It'll be there for now for 41 minutes. 1-inch hail and 60 miles per hour wind speed. For multiple counties in Texas and parts of Louisiana though. Hazard is that 60 mile per hour wind gust and quarter-sized hail. Impact will be to vehicles and roof siding and trees as normal. quick, see where all of the weather is. We got rid of our chasers too, just to get an idea of just the weather itself. Yeah, it looks like the southeast has deformed for the most part, other than what's over the water here. I'd be concerned about that. Any tornado warning and severe thunderstorm warning. And then this area in here is what I would be concerned about. I know this is starting to rebuild itself right in here too. Mainly in these three circles is where it's more concerning. Yeah, wind gust is a short increases the regular wind speed. Say it's maybe 60 miles per hour, it could expand to 70 at like a rapid pace for a brief moment and then decrease. I think we might have some storm chasers on this one though, if possible. They were close. Yep, they will likely head off and chase this one. They've probably been watching this one for a while now, actually. Little bit of a tail right there, not much. Yeah, radar indicated. Doesn't look like much to me, but you can barely make it out right in here. Definitely something right there. And then Centralville, I believe this is what? Mississippi? Yeah. Still hasn't moved, so I don't know what's going on here. It's not far. I don't know what he's up to. But he has moved it out of Mississippi at least. The others have moved way back up north. Some time to catch this one here, actually. Let's head back down to Smithport and check in on this. Still formed for the most part right there. Not completely formed anymore, but it is still there. Like a regular twisted beta storm, you got that inflow out to the hook right there. If anybody plays twisted beta, that's your storm right there. As normal, it always expands into a bigger storm as well. That is your basic twisted beta storm right there for a tornado. I'll get this one a little bit closer. This is a major hail band right here too. Lots of hail. Not there. This tornado warning over here as well. Smaller storm, but still producing something, of course. Right there. Not quite sure what it's producing, but it's heading towards Gulfster, Crosby, and possibly Liberty, Mississippi. Yeah, these guys just shifted west, so they're gonna track this storm right here. Both Brandon and Corey. Connor is just north of them too. I know some universities and some colleges actually have their own storm chasing team for training meteorologists like this, but I don't think they have their own official vehicle, so they don't do it often. But I don't know. I know if one place is to do storm chasing, it'd be the University of Oklahoma City. And possibly there was another NWS station that was very popular. Let me see if I can pull it up on my map here because I had it marked. Yeah, so there's one right here in Oklahoma. There is their main headquarters up here in Washington. Near Baltimore, kind of. But I don't know. I don't think they do it that often. But it is possible. I think Norman is right there, so they probably just head up to this national station right there. Yeah, because that's their weather station right there. But if I head down to that university, I don't remember the exact spot. Let me pull it back up here. A little bit off, not too far. Because there's the actual station right there. Let me get rid of this radar. Yeah, because they have a full-blown building right here. Yeah, this whole plot of land right here is a full-blown National Weather Service training center. Yeah, 3 major buildings for it. It's very possible that they could have, I mean, this is where the meetings happen yearly for National Weather Service, storm chasing as well. That's where it happens normally, in Norman, Oklahoma. Sometimes they're in Kansas as well. I don't remember where at in Kansas though. But yeah, most colleges or universities do their own tracking. I just don't know what they would do for vehicles. That's owned by University of Oklahoma. Yeah, that sounds right. Because I know even the National Weather Service has their own Doppler on wheels thanks to Josh Worman. They have their own like major fleet of Doppler on wheels now. Didn't know that's where they meet. Yeah. That's it. That's where they meet. I mean, even if I had the money and the time, I would buy a ticket and be down there. Because that meeting, I think it already happened. Or it is going to happen soon. I don't remember. I'll have to check what it says. I don't even remember where it was. I've lost track of it because I wasn't planning on going. Because I just don't have the time or money for it. Yeah, I don't remember where the information was for it, but I know once, if not twice a year, they do a full-fledged meeting for everybody that basically storm chases, or anybody that can make it to that meeting. Someday I'll end up down there for that meeting, but first I gotta get myself stable and a vehicle that can handle storm chasing. I think NWS uses just about everything they can. I think they use both computer radar and mobile radar now. I probably want to be able to stream the event. They have a specific no camera or phone policy for the event. I can probably like live stream going down to there and driving down to there and leaving from there, but I wouldn't be able to film anything else unless it's like a recorded video. I'll probably end up seeing the Team Tiv and Dominator there at one point if I go there. But I know they have a no camera policy inside the building. For safe reason, honestly. I think it's a good idea not to have cameras, in my opinion. I think it's better. Unless you're on the road. Like if you're inside a building, it doesn't make sense to have a camera. Because then everybody feels less safe and stuff. Connor and Vince are not alive, by the way. But outside of buildings, it makes sense to keep yourself and your property safe. It's one of those weird things how the human world works. It's great. Yep. Connor is now green. Vince is... He's been green, but now he's moving. Well, not moving anymore, but he was moving. Just about everybody that is supposed to live stream today on YouTube is live streaming. So even I'm live streaming, but I'm not chasing. I'd rather be down here in Texas chasing, but don't have the vehicle, don't have the money. I think this might work, I don't know. Tell you what if he start my goal? Goal amount is crazy how much it is. Rounding it is probably gonna have to be a bigger number, but I didn't want to put new tornado warning active though. Starting about 0. Goal, when do I want to have this by? I need to have it soon, so... Goal. Oh my god. Breaking everything. Where's that mean tornado warning though? Oh, just an extension down south as I kind of figured it would. So. Yeah, no. There we go. There's our goal. Right there for storm chasing. Yeah, that's a hefty bit of money to have for storm chasing though. Yes, you are correct there. We had a double warning at the same time. Wild. Clark, Racing, Columbia, Louisiana, new tornado warning. Radar source indicated. I'm surprised it's not storm chaser indicated. We got one down there. See, it's light hook there. That rotation. Mode. Yeah, not really. I'm not seeing too much. Like the differential phase. Not going too much there either. $5 size tail? Yeah. Not too shale by now. Quite a bit forming up now. I kind of figured that these bands out in here would start producing more, and then these ones over here. So, again, so far we are predicting it. Bayou, Texas? No, that's just an extension from the one that was over water. It's just traveled that far. That's just an extension right there. Because this one warning has 9 minutes to expire and that one has 24. It's observed by a storm chaser that's down there. Yeah, just an extension. That works. Look at that. I don't think the rest of it works though. That one works. That kind of works, but it's not really useful anymore. That's a new tornado warning off of the main one up north. Right in here. Oh yeah, now you can see both of them. Clear as day. Double trouble. You're almost out of radar range though. Almost out of radar range. Yeah. You can see the very well formed rotation right there. This one doesn't have it as much up north though, in Clark's. One down south and Rosefield does have it. Crazy warning because of the county line right there though, with all the zigzags. But that's what it is. NWS does their thing. Definitely two rotations there though, two separate tornadoes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 active with 6 warnings because one's extended. So definitely got busy again. These smaller cells are starting to expand down here in Louisiana as well. So I'm expecting those to completely start forming and start reproducing possibly more tornadoes in this area here as everything shifts more northeast. So in total, what we're looking at is this area here that could start producing, and then we're doubling down with this major section here that could also produce. Finally got the Tornado Wrangler and Twisted. Nice! You can finally do 6x6 chasing. Get some real money. I wonder if Tiv 2 can still handle that, because Tiv 2 used to be good for that. I'm gonna turn chat off from my phone so that I save my phone's battery and not completely murder my phone. Because I can just pull it up on my computer. I'm like back and forth between it anyway on my computer. Ooh, the Huskers are still winning for college football. 20 to 15. That's good. I think, oh, it's final. Never mind, they won. Huh. Cool. One day I pay attention, they win. Well, kind of pay attention. Saw it briefly earlier. Alright. So not a whole lot going on. Other than, you know, our 5 warnings.
For my broken heart, no remedy, but maybe if you stay, we can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my
I don't know
questions just to
how
show
much
me
longer we'll keep tracking weather. I mean, the weather is going to continue to go on for hours.
no apologies,
So,
my baby.
at some point, I will probably end stream so that we can start a new stream and maybe do Twisted. We shall see. My AFK weather screen, does that still work? Nope. I think that's broken. Yep, that it is, because there's only one weather screen now, that's crazy.
We can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions just to show me
That's still work.
the other side of inhibition. No apologies,
pictures
my
though.
baby. What do you do? 'Cause I'm feeling so good.
My secondary weather screen is broken. I used to have like my main weather screen that would show live action of radar and everything that's going on and then me moving it and stuff. And then I used to have an AFK version of it. Yeah, new tornado extension again. They expanded it into that other county. I kind of figured they would do that.
What's on the other side of
That don't surprise me in the slightest. It don't surprise me.
What do you do? 'Cause I'm feeling so cool.
See both the rotations on here. For base velocity. Strong relative velocity. You can see it even better for this one here. You can kind of see it on this one. Not much though. Not bad. Just another extension though. I don't know if they're confirmed or not. Speaking of tornado warnings, there's another one. 2 extensions. Nope, just one. The other one's a SVR. Yep, so they extended this one down south. Oh my god, how many more are you gonna give me? Another extension. So they expanded this one up north here with Brandon, Connor, and Corey. That's for Badil, Meadville, Mississippi. National Forest here as well. Gostar, Mississippi. Crosby. And then we have all these other miniature towns that are in here. O'Neill, Oxford, Zion Hill, Brookside. So many towns in there. Back down south though, we have this extension as well. That just went out. No major towns. Yeah, Stardwell, Wayne, Port Arthur. Probably just the miniature towns that are in here. Seabreeze. Seen any other major miniature towns? North Lake. Out of the warning though, but it could shift. Hemisphere, Maury, LaBelle, Taylor Landing. Less towns than this area here, so that's better. Less population that could be affected by it, but right there is the whole rotation. 2 of them got extended, and then we got 1 new one. Actually, 3 got extended. That was it. So that puts us at 7. Yeah, 7 tornado warnings active right now, with 3 of them likely going to expire soon. They're likely extend this one here next in Columbia, Clarkson, and Grayson. Connor is now live streaming on YouTube. Yeah, they just shortened this warning here, so they're gonna extend it. I'm not seeing anything personal with this northern warning, but the southern warning, you can see it right there. This warning is probably like right there, but it's very hard to tell. Velocity. Yeah, it's there. You can see it slurs down this. One there, one there. And everybody's favorite terms and favorite saying, we got twins. No kidding though, that is actually the closest that we're gonna get to twins. I mean, every tornado is damaging in their own way, it just depends on how severe they are. We're talking about this one down south, I think it is. Oh, well, yep. This one has been damaging for quite a while. It's got a long path because it started all the way down in Abilene, Texas, across the water. Let's see if I can get the correct path of it though. This is pretty much where it's gone so far. That white line is tornado's path so far. It listed somewhere right in there for a little bit, and we touched down right about there. This is a long, ongoing tornado down here. And these other ones, they're actually shorter tornadoes. They've probably been going for a little while now. There's 12 minutes, and that's officially observed by these boys. I'm not seeing anything on his camera, so... Brandon, do you have anything? You're in the exact same place, so likely not. Brendan? Now we had a view. We're moving to a new spot though, so... No current view. Connor, do you have anything? No, you're trying to move into position still. Okay. Nathan? Still moving into position. Okay, so we don't have a view of anything. Unless we go to Twitter or Facebook or whatever else is out there. It's probably out there. I know this one down here has been observed by a storm chaser. The Skywarn spotter has observed this one. But outside of that, the rest of them are kind of questionable. At least up in there. But based off the rotation on the radar, they are there. Yeah, let me go to YouTube and see what they're doing. They all seem to be a little confused, if I do say so myself. Not confused, but they seem to be getting into a new position. That's a better way to put it. Connor's live. Freddy pushed back his stream. Paige is still alive. She actually updated her stream. She has some new graphics. The man that cusses 24/7 is live. He's in a tornado watch, so I don't know what he's doing. Brandon is on a dirt road inside the warning. He's trying to catch up to that thing and get a better view on it. Corey has his drone in the air. Looks like he's trying to get a drone shot for Corey. And PA storm trackers on the side of the road with another storm chaser firing the clouds, it looks like. That's an update for all the chasers. I may need your help. Anyone so far with how well I've predicted everything so far? I think so, but I don't know. I'm only amateur storm chaser. Storm tracker in this case, as I'm not even on the ground. I'm up in my home. Yeah, if I'm to still predict where our weather is going to be, let's go back to our full view here. You can see our tail is starting to form down in here. So that's T1. We got more stuff starting to form down in here. Let's draw a beautiful line of where our stuff is likely going to form. One, two. We have little itty bitty cells that are starting to pop up in here that could produce and has produced. And I want to say right in here starting to strengthen again as well. So those are our targets as of right now. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, so Connor and Vince both started 7 to 6 minutes ago. They're late to the party, even though they've been in the party. I guess they just want less attention from the viewers, I don't know. But that is both Connor right here and Vince right there. So I don't know. They both just started streaming. We'll put our radar right there. That's pretty much in the middle. I hated. Unless Discord's crashed, I think it has. Am I still talking on stream? It seems that way, yeah. Weird that Discord's crashed. I don't know what's up with that. Is Discord gonna work? He's not, so let me reset it. There we go, now it works. I don't know what was up with it, but either way, fixed. We'll probably go for another 20, maybe 30 minutes on this, because it's still gonna, this whole storm system is gonna continue all day long, heading northeast. And I don't have all day long, family. I mean, I technically do, unless I get a phone call from the job saying, hey, we're ready to hire you, but not yet. Till then, we're kind of just chillaxing. There is some other stuff that I like to do, like relax or watch a TV show or whatever, but you know, with your tracking weather for now. We spotted a funnel. Has a funnel in view. Brandon is on the move to catch that funnel. Brandon's caught the funnel. Vince is in no man's land. Paige had one earlier. Freddie isn't in a party yet. Connor just started, so he's probably trying to play catch up. I assume while chasing at him, Mega? Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what the job would be. Me storm chasing that radar Mega. So I likely would be able to storm chase. Live stream at the same time. If If not, we'll find out what happens. Lee Tanner and Ryan Hall are also live, but I don't really care to watch them. There's definitely chaos, in my opinion, but who knows? I am starting to get tired. From this point of view, just tracking it, there's not a lot that I can do. I mean, if I had more people in chat asking questions and stuff, then I can probably track it a little bit more, like per town, and say what's going to happen in that town, etc. But only 2 people watching, 1 person in chat at the moment. It's a little rough. A little rough going. That's why I'm trying to save my weather streams for when I actually do start storm chasing. Because then there'll be actual action and I'll be in a vehicle. We'll get there though. I want to say maybe February or a little after. We'll at least have them out. It depends on if I get a job. I need to get a job first. This morning down here with the crew has expired, but they still have that 1 extension for it. That is about it that's really happened right there though. Still major rotation on radar though. Yeah, I mean there's not much that I can really do about all it. My situation is just a matter of waiting. There's only so much that I can do to push to get work. Welcome back. Okay, I see where Vince is heading now. He's heading into that northern tornado, the double. The twins, as it's properly called. Because we technically do have twins on the ground. Or supposedly on the ground. That rotation right there in that southern one. Most definitely right there. That northern one seems to be dissipated though. They likely won't extend it. Anything else that looks of interest to us? Nothing else. We still got this one down south in Starwell, Texas, heading towards Taylor Landing and McFadden National Park. Major rotation right there though, very visible. Have I ever played Outbreak? Yes, I have. It is not the best of games. It's just full simulator based. Which is not really that fun. It's more lifelike, but it's the same thing over and over. But I don't really like it, even if it's more realistic, because there's a lot more driving and fuel consumption. I mean, it's good for people that want more realistic storms versus Twisted Beta, because it has that more realism to it. It's a full simulator based game, which means it doesn't have non-stop tornadoes like Twisted Beta. But it also means you have to do a lot more driving and searching for them with how realistic it is. So it's good for realism and stuff, but it's time consuming. I think I only played like 12 hours of it, I think. Let me check. 6 hours of it, actually. Not even close to 12. No worries, hello. No worries. Family comes first, right? I'm probably gonna end up ending this stream here in maybe 5 minutes anyway, because most of these storms are just gonna continue like this throughout most of today. So I'll probably end up ending this stream in 5 minutes, and then I might stream Twisted Beta. If not, I'll probably stream it tomorrow. I don't know. Either way, I'll probably play Twisted Beta at some point. Tonight, if not tomorrow. Just don't know if I'm gonna stream it. Should? Yeah. Those other tornado warnings expired in the north. So we're down to that one warning where we had that visible rotation. Still on relative velocity. Oh, right there. You can still see it. I don't know, I might try to stream Twisted today. Get a little bit of a stream for it in, since you guys are wanting it. But we'll see. I think I have 2 videos that are coming out for Twisted soon on YouTube. So we'll see how that goes.
Don't search for me, 'cause I'm going AWOL. In my heart there's a hole, yeah. And in my head there's a demon I can't take control.
Alright.
I took too much.
Definitely starting to calm down again
Just my sins and myself, yeah.
for weather, which is a good thing.
Hard and I think I'm doomed.
Still seeing a lot of small cells popping up in this area though. I don't think they will quite produce something major, but it's still a possibility. Not even changing radar, you can see the rotation on this. That is crazy. This is a very, very strong tornado in that case. Very strong tornado. And it's traveled quite the distance too. Quite the distance right there.
Don't search for me, 'cause I'm going AWOL. In my heart there's a hole.
A lightning strike check going, why not? Sure, we got some going on here. There we are. A lot more lightning up here though.
since I could remember, that told me I had to be within the lines of 2 degrees and 9 to 5. And I've been working after work since last September. Working after work, yeah. I stay up late on the weekdays. I never tell.
Alrighty, we've reached that 5 minutes, so I think I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna see what's going on. If there's not a lot going on, I'll just come back and do a Twisted Beta stream, because why not? You guys are requesting it quite a bit, so might as well, if there's nothing going on. But if there's something going on, then I probably won't. So, we'll see what happens. That is gonna end it for this stream, though. It could honestly go on for hours and hours, though. Because obviously there's still 3 tornado warnings. Still a lot going on. It can get more active later as well anyway, but it's kind of calm right now, so I'm gonna take that and go with the leaves so that we don't have to worry about it later. Yeah, 2 hours and 33 minutes of streaming. Quite a bit of time. I'm gonna close Radar Omega real quick before something else happens, because we all know something's gonna happen. We all know it's gonna happen. Holy moly, what a day. That was quite a bit of weather tracking. And most of it was correct too, so. Pretty cool. That's it for me though, guys. We'll see y'all later.
So take a chance on faith. Your mind's a bonus, please. So take a chance, take a chance on faith. So take a chance, take a chance on faith. So take a chance. I never